Hey guys, and welcome back. We are once again going to be joined by AgoNN, the IGL of Destiny, to ask a few questions, mainly orientated towards drop locations around the map. So, AgoNN, of course, know when it comes to Sanhok, you guys drop in Paradise Resort, and I wanted to ask you specifically, why do you guys like to drop in that position? What is so good about Paradise Resort on this map?
I would say, first of all, it's because of the good loot. There's good amount of heals, good amount of weapons, scopes, etc., weapon attachments, but one other important reason is strategical position of the Paradise Resort. It's located on the main island of the map, and I think rotations from Paradise are pretty easy and simple, especially sometimes when there is car spawns. It makes it a lot easier for us to rotate through the map, and yeah, that's why.
I guess as long as you don't get hot dropped, you should be completely fine in the long run. Now we're going to play a little game of deciding which is your favorite and least favorite drop in every single map. So we're going to start with Erangel, okay? Tell me which is your favorite and least favorite drop in the map and explain a little bit why.
Well, I think my favorite landing location on Erangel is military base, Sosnovka military base, because of the position. It's on the edge of the map, and it fits our playstyle the best. We can play slower. If we have to, we can rotate straight away. And for the least favorite, I would say maybe Pochinki, because it's on the center of the map and there's not always car spawns there. It's kind of 50-50, and in a map like Erangel, if you don't have car spawns, it's gonna be pretty hard for you to play the rest of the game. So yeah, I would say Pochinki.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, didn't say school and apartments, so basically you're wrong, but that's fine, you know, I'll do that for later on. Now, same thing for Miramar, your favorite and least favorite drop locations.
My favorite on Miramar would be Chumacera, maybe because I've been landing there for maybe 2 years of playing competitive. I've been landing on Chumacera, and I know all the rotations and all the car spawns on there. But considering my team doesn't like it, I had to go for a different spot, which is Puerto Paraíso. It fits us better, I would say, as a team. And for the least favorite, I would say maybe Campo Militar.
So Chumacera and AgoNN, better love story than Twilight. That's what I'm seeing right now. Okay, fair enough. But yeah, continue, sorry.
I would say Campo Militar is my least favorite because it's surrounded by 3 other big cities, and you can get easily gate capped, and it's on the edge of the map on Miramar, which is the biggest map we have, so it's pretty hard to have good rotations. And yeah, I would say the main reason because it's surrounded by 3 cities, and it's gonna be hard for you to rotate. If somebody tries to target you or something, it's gonna make it hell for you.
Okay, well, LMV Gaming, if you're watching this, take notes right now, take notes. You better be careful in your next games. And then, of course, to close it off, same question, but for Sanhok, which are your favorite and least favorite? Of course, I expect the favorite to be the position of Paradise Resort, but potentially your least favorite, what would it be?
My least favorite, would say Bootcamp, because it's easily to get surrounded there as well, and there's a lot of high grounds around you, and other teams can have a clear vision of you rotating, and it can make it harder for you to play the game from Bootcamp.
Okay, yeah, that's fair enough. Now, heading into the next question, which is more focused around league play when you have all the groups and the teams changing every single game. Do you adapt your drop and your rotations based on which team's on the lobby, or is that something you don't really focus on too much?
No, of course, we have to adapt to the groups changing, because I have been studying all the teams, all the groups, and I can say when there's a different team playing from, let's say, Group B, I know where they can be, depending on their drop spot and their rotations, and we are aware of that, and I think it can help us a lot to proceed in the next stages of the game, like Zone 2, Zone 3. I know where the team's gonna be, and I think it's good. I think everyone should do it, and to be prepared on the league play.
Okay, yeah, I think that's a good way to see it in general. So now into the next one. This is just a little quiz I'm going to have to ask you right now. Are you capable in this current PMPL of talking about maybe just 1 or 2 teams and say which is their best drop location in which they always drop? Like, you can't separate the team and the drop location. Do you have a few that come in mind?
I would say maybe it's Game Lord and San Martin drop on Miramar. I think it's very good. I think it's a strong team, and having that strong position on the map, it's gonna be a really hard time for the other teams to play around them. I think they're an aggressive team, and they have been improved a lot from the season 1 of PMPL West Europe, and I think we should look out for them.
I think could have even said yes, Poliana, but you know what? San Martin is also a very valid option on that one. Now, moving on to the next one. What are the least favorite places for you to end a game on Miramar, specifically Miramar? Which is the least favorite position where Circle could end?
I would say maybe Pecado, because it's a cluster of teams, and you have to be really lucky to have the zone on your side. If there's a zone ending on Pecado, you just have to either full send it or just pray for the zone to come on your side.
We've seen a few similar circles, so I definitely get what you're trying to say. Those are not really fun to play with. Now on to the next one. What have you had your best experiences on Erangel and Miramar? What were your best moments you had on those maps do you maybe remember from past events?
I would say on Erangel, my favorite moment was a 17 kill game with when on season 1 of PMPL playing with Unicorns of Love. We wasn't able to get the chicken dinner, but we got the second place with 17 kills and breaking record with damage around 3,700 damage, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was one of my favorite moments on PMPL in general so far.
Where was that circle finish already? I'm trying to piece the moments together.
It was above Severny, close to the beach side.
Yes, I remember. Yeah, that was a damage record, I think, at the time. So that was a really insane game. I'm really happy you remember that one, actually. So yeah, that was mental, and we're still part with Unicorns of Love. Now on to the last two questions, still have a few to go through. Where do you experience the most action in your games? Any map can be Sanhok. I think that it might be Sanhok, but Sanhok, Miramar, Erangel. Where do you typically always have some action happening for you?
Yeah, I would say definitely Sanhok, because people can show up from everywhere. You have to be careful all the time. You have to watch your back, you have to watch different angles, and especially if there is cars rotating around you, it could be really difficult because you have to focus on them and you can get easily third-partied. So yeah, I would say Sanhok is the most action-based map for us.
I think that makes a lot of sense at the end of the day. And now for the last question to close off this small interview. Which map, in your opinion, for yourself and also for your team of Destiny, favors your playstyle the most?
I would say Miramar. Miramar favors us the most because we like to play independent from each other. We like to watch different angles. We like splitting with each other, and Miramar gives the best chances to do that.
Okay. I think it definitely suits you guys the most going into this. Well, thank you very much, Agon, for answering all of these questions, and I hope and wish you best of luck once again to yourself and Destiny in this PMPL.
Thank you, Max. It was my pleasure.